close?
It's a parrotfish. I can't believe we get to see one up close. Way too close. Way too close.
Jane, what are you doing?
We're trying to figure out how to save the world. Inspired by the mission of Dr. Jane Goodall. Oh! We're not just playing around. The more we can understand endangered species that live here, then we can help them? Exactly. Punch it. Dive into all new adventures beyond your wildest imagination.
Nature can win if we give her a chance.
Jane Goodall said that. We can all work together to help save the world. What are you doing?
Finding our next adventure.
Jane, new season. Streaming April 19th on Apple TV+.
Boom, there you go. That was the trailer for Jane, season 2, streaming right now on Apple TV. Catch all 5 episodes. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. And joining me, I'm so excited, are the stars, y'all. I have Jane herself, Ava Louise Murchison, as well as Jane's best friend, David, aka Mason Blomberg. Thank you both for joining me today to talk all about Jane, guys.
Yep.
So how excited are you for season 2 to be out now for the people to check out? It's such a great show. I love watching it with my family. You can watch it with everyone and just learn and have fun all at the same time. How's the feeling right now with everybody able to see this season 2 for you, Ava?
Just so much excitement. I'm so excited for everyone to see it. I mean, filming it, I knew that it was such a great message to share with everybody. And yeah, there's also some animals there that some people haven't heard of, like the pink fairy armadillo. Not everybody has heard of that, and it's the smallest armadillo, but also coral, not many people know it's an animal. So I'm just so excited for everyone to learn about that and be inspired again, like season 1.
I love it. And how about you, Mason?
I'm super excited. I'm really proud of the work that how it turned out. All the CGI is amazing. The panda is so cute. All the animals are super fierce or cute or adorable or awesome or cool. And it's just so cool. I'm really happy with it.
I love it. Well, congrats to you both. I learned so much while watching it. Just when I think I know everything, I'm kind of an older guy, but I don't know everything and I'm learning so much. So thank you to you both for teaching me. So I have to ask, as actors working on a project like this, where you are learning so much and you get to teach everyone else. You're probably both really good with animal trivia in both your households. I'm sure you beat everyone in anything trivia-wise with regards to animals. What is it like learning while at the same time you have to act as actors? I'm sure you love acting as performers, but just all this data that comes in, you're learning at the same time. What is it like just coming from set and going home and are you just telling wild factoids to your family, your mom and dad or brothers and sisters as soon as you get home? How about you, Ava?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's so cool that I got to be on this show that taught me so much about animals and all those cool facts. I thought it was so cool that I got to learn all the scientific names for them. That's just a really cool thing to know. But yeah, I mean, so many animal facts. It's just super grateful to know all of them. That's such a cool thing.
Yeah. When I was reading the script, the whole script for the first time for the Gario episode, I was reading it with my grandma, and as soon as I finished, I was like, I'm gonna turn off all the lights. And I went room to room and I started turning off every single light. And I just started helping so much after reading.
Oh, that's awesome. Actually, that's great. Great response there. I was curious, how has it changed you now? When you're out and about in the world, I don't like going to zoos because of what I know about zoos. How has it changed y'all and affected you in different ways, interacting with people and their pets? Back to you, Ava.
I think it's definitely changed me so much. Being Jane, it helped me learn so much about saving animals and saving the environment, and that everybody can make a difference. Every little thing that everybody does can make a big impact. And that's just so important to me in everyday life, because I know that every little thing I do can contribute to saving animals and saving the environment.
Awesome. And you, Mason?
Well, it's just super amazing to know because after I finished filming, I actually created a YouTube channel dedicated to saving the environment, which I just think is super cool. And yeah, it's Mason's Quest, if you would like to go see it. Um, I also just have found a new way to look at the entire world and everything that we do. So yeah, it's just really awesome.
That's crazy. And you guys are so young, so you guys are going to change the world. It's awesome how kind of like life-changing this show is. I have to ask as an actor. So because there's, animals and but also you guys utilize a lot of CGI because as y'all know, it's not exactly good to work with some of these animals. They need to be in their natural habitat. What is it like as an actor kind of on set and this is supposed to be an animal here, but it's I don't know what they're setting up for you. What is it like to act and kind of play that out? If I can go back to you, Ava.
Well, yeah, it can be really difficult sometimes when you have to just imagine the animal being there, but most of the time they give you like an eye line to just follow, but it takes you have to imagine it just like Jane does, and I think it's just a really cool thing to be a part of, like the process and seeing. I watched season 2 last night and seeing just how the CGI was even made. They did an incredible job with it, and it was just super cool to see that and how it turned out.
Awesome. How about you, Mason? Is it weird too, kind of acting and imagining everything?
Yeah, it can get really hard at times because uh like Ava said, there's not actually anything there. It's you're kind of just either looking at a blank wall or a tennis ball. Sometimes people there would be these people like with a mannequin of the head and then they'd be like wandering around like this. But yeah.
Awesome. So I watched like about the first 3 episodes. I still got 2 more to catch up, and I'll be all done with season 2, wanting a season 3. So fingers crossed. Let's say everybody, let's get a season 3 out there. What are some of the craziest things you've learned on the show? One of the things that I saw from I think episode 1 was pandas, and I think a funny thing that there was one of the characters, she dressed up as a panda but she also smelled. What are some of the weird things you've learned? And she was like ready to take the costume off. What are some of the crazy things that you found out while doing this series about animals?
Oh yeah, like in the panda episode, the girl like dressed up as a panda to look like them, but also smell like them. So she
Yeah.
got covered in panda pee, and
Yeah.
that was just a really cool fact to learn. But also about wolves, they they howl to communicate with each other and tell each other things, and they also have to leave their packs because they can't stay with their families forever, and then they start new packs, just like in the episode. One of the girls she had to leave her family, and that was cool how that kind of connected, and that dogs are actually wolves are ancestors of dogs, and that was a really cool fact too.
Yeah. How about you, Mason? What are some of the fun facts you've learned or just are crazy and weird that you never thought of?
Yeah, I learned so many facts from this. One of them is that the pink fairy armadillo is actually the smallest animal, and lots of people didn't know that. And coral reefs, they're actually animals, and they have little mouths which they use to eat plankton. That's something that I never imagined. I thought they were always a plant. Um, and yeah, those are some really cool ones that I learned.
Awesome. Do you guys have a favorite animal that while doing this, do you have a particular favorite? Can you name one for each of you?
From season 2, my favorite animal was definitely the lion because I actually saw one up close when we went to Kenya, and just like seeing one up close, I was just like, whoa, that's really cool, and that's why it's my favorite episode and the favorite animal that was featured there. But in general, I don't really have a favorite animal because there's just so many to choose from. I don't really know how people choose. Like my favorite animal probably like changes every month because there's just so many to pick from. Like this week it's definitely a panda because watching season 2, I was like, oh my God, pandas are so cute. Like I love them so much. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. How about you, Mason?
Yeah, like Abe said, I have so many favorites, but one of my high favorites is an owl because when I was little, my grandma would read me this book called Owl Moon, and then I just eventually, well, I think it's my spirit animal. So it just I love owls so much.
That's an interesting one. I like that one.
Yeah.
I'm very curious. You got me thinking of since I cover a lot of films, The Legends of Gahul. It was like an animated owl film, which is really cool. So check that one out. Before I go, I have two more questions. In regards to animals, is there a particular animal that you're afraid of? That you'd be kind of scared if you ever did an episode with that, or have you done that already, Ava?
Well, all the animals that were showed in Jane are CGI, so
Yeah.
like we didn't like actually interact with them. But if I actually interacted with a shark, I know what Jane was saying, like people say they're dangerous and scary, but they're not actually, they just want to protect. But I would be so scared. Like, I would be so scared. Same for wolves. Like Jane was saying, they don't actually mean any harm, but still, if I was up close with a wolf, like, I'd be really scared.
Yeah.
Oh, and you, Mason, same or different?
No, mine's probably different. If I had if I were interacting with a probably I don't know. I'm trying to think of one. Probably the animals that like act out randomly, who have like random acts of violence that are unpredictable. Those are probably the ones I'd be most scared of because you never know. There's nothing you can really do.
That is true. I'm a snake guy. I do not like snakes. Snake, no, just no with snakes.
No,
So
no
with
snakes. All right.
with that being said, if we get a season 3, fingers crossed. Again, everybody, season 2 is streaming right now. Let's tell people we want more because there's only 5 episodes. I need more. If we get a season 3, what would you like to see, or animal wise, or just anything you'd like to see happen if we get a season 3? Fingers crossed. Ava.
Just more learning, more facts. I hope people get more inspired. I don't really know what kind of animals I would want, but just maybe like unique animals. I really love those.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I
And for
like
you?
yeah, I'm hoping for animals that people either don't really know about or people know about but don't know the truth about. Those two animals like the shark or the wolf, both of those are like great examples of what they don't know the truth about. And then the pink fairy armadillo in the newest season is a great example of what people don't know. It's an animal that's not many people have heard of. So yeah.
Excellent answer. And actually, I forgot one question. Actually, I think but I think this will be a great way to end it. We talked about animals that we're afraid of, but through this series, again, we're learning so much more, and we shouldn't be afraid, but also just sensitive, right? We should, treat animals with respect. So what would you say to like a younger kid out there, or just anybody else, about animals and how to treat animals? It's, the message I'm sure you guys do on the show. But what would you say to anybody watching this? Like, I'm afraid of snakes. What would you say to me or just anybody else about when you're out there in the world and you're meeting animals, and how to treat them?
Well, that I want to just say that animals have minds and feelings and personalities too. That's what Jane says in the wolf episode. I think it's just important to remember that they're just like us, like they have feelings and everything. That's why even though they may seem scary, like I said, I'll be scared like with the shark. I just know that they need to be treated right because they're just like us and they have families and everything. And it's just important to remember that when dealing with them or if you're scared of them.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good answer. And Mason?
Yeah. So for me, a tip is probably just these animals. They're not supposed to get too comfortable with humans, as we learned in the panda episode. They're supposed to live in their habitat, and not get too used to something new. Otherwise, then it might ruin their flow, and it can get them hurt or sometimes even kick the bucket. But I think it's a little bit too late for pigeons.
Yeah, unfortunately. That one kind of got me real sad. I'm not gonna lie. But thank you, Mason. Thank you, Ava. It's such a pleasure to chat with you guys. You both are young stars on the rise. You both are so amazing. This show is so wholesome. It's just something wonderful that I can share with my family and educate my family as well, because I learned so much. Everybody, season 2 of Jane is streaming right now on Apple TV. All 5 episodes. It's an easy binge. Catch season 1 if you missed it. And let's get hashtag season 3. We want more of Jane season 3 flowing, so that way we can get Ava and Mason both doing some more work. Thank you so much, Ava. Thank you so much, Mason. It's a pleasure to chat with you both.
Thank you. It's so nice to talk to you too.
Appreciate you guys. Everybody, your boy Kuya P, Nerds Rule the World. Check out Jane right now, streaming on Apple TV.
We just lost all power to our main engines.
Is that a fancy way of saying we're stuck?
We're stuck.
Did you hear that? That super scary scratchy sound? Yes, I do.
Do you think it's the big fairy armadillo?
Time to press some buttons. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
David, look.
Oh, it's just an ant. A really, really big ant. We can deal with just one ant. Right, Jane?
If there's one ant, there's always more.
Maybe I shrunk us a bit too small?
You okay?
I didn't know ants were that strong.
Ants may be small, but they're super strong. They can lift more than 10 times their own body weight. And when they work together, they've been stronger.
Tell me about it.
Begin whenever.
Awesome. All set. Thank you, Carly. I appreciate you. And hello, Ava. Hello, Mason. It's a pleasure to chat with you guys.
It's a pleasure to chat with you too.
All right. I'm going to count us in to help me with my editing of the video. All right. Here we go in a 1, 2, 3.
So do lions actually help with hunting too? Is that why they all live together in groups? But then why wasn't that lion helping the lionesses hunt you earlier? Doesn't make any sense. I'm missing something. It definitely looks like they're working together. Run! Well, at least we finished our mission. Lions are the only cats that live together because they all hunt together. Really successfully, too. Actually, maybe not that successfully.